Okay, guys, so let's begin. So let's see here. I'm just briefing you once before we move further the topic of the day. Okay, guys. So I'm using Azure Data Engineering. So guys, the Azure Data Engineering, as already we know that it is a bunch of cloud services. Azure Data Engineering is a bunch of cloud services. Okay, guys, it's a bunch of cloud services wherein using these services, guys, we can perform the following tasks. That is called as what, guys? Data migration, data integration, data migration, data integration. Then you have the data summarization. Okay. Data summarization, and then we have the data visualization. So guys, as you know, these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the everyone. These are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure Data Engineering, guys. Okay. These are all the tasks we can perform by using the Azure Data Engineering. So as already discussed yesterday, what are all these tasks we have it? So we'll try to move further on this, okay? So guys, to achieve this task, to perform the job of data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization, guys, we require the services. What are the services? The services which are intact into the Azure Data Engineering. And what are those services? Those services are basically classified like this. The first one we can say, guys, ADF. Okay, that is called as what? Azure Data Factory, everyone. That is called as what? Azure Data Factory. Then the next one we have it as what, guys, everyone? Azure Data Factory. And the next one we have it as what? Azure Databricks. So Azure Databricks we are going to use with a language called PySpark, guys. PySpark. So what is a PySpark? Basically, PySpark is nothing but this is the combination of what, guys? Python plus Spark together. Python plus Spark. So when we combine these two languages, okay, it will give rise to a language called PySpark. So we are going to see here the ADB with the PySpark, guys. We are going to see the ADB with the PySpark. ADB with the PySpark. So okay, PySpark coding we can say. We use the PySpark coding, or we can use the PySpark code. We'll be using the PySpark code in the ADB. Then apart from this, guys, the other service which we have it here is Synapse. Synapse. So what is Synapse? Basically, Synapse is the data warehouse of Azure. So guys, when we talk about the data warehouses, what is a data warehouse? First of all, let's try to see that. What is data warehouse? Any idea, guys? So all of must be the working professionals. So I want to just know here what is data warehouse, guys. Synapse is a data warehouse of Azure. This is the word I have used it. Synapse is that is called as what? Azure Synapse is the data warehouse of Azure, guys. Okay. Synapse is the data warehouse of Azure. What does it means? It means that, guys, the data warehouse is nothing but it is a place where summarized records are recorded, and these are used for the purpose of decision making. For the purpose of what is that? Decision making. For the purpose of decision making. Okay. It is used for the purpose of what? Decision making. So this is nothing but a data warehouse. So in short, I will give you a very good example using which you can understand the difference you have between what is actually the data warehouse is. So for that, let us try to see first of all, what is a database, guys? What is database? Anyone, any idea? You all are working professionals. You must be knowing it. What's a database? Yes, guys? Database is nothing but, guys, database is nothing but, database is nothing but, it is a place where data is recorded in the form of a tables. In the form of a tables. In the form of what's it, guys? Tables. Okay. So whereas it can be any database, the database is classified here. The database is classified here basically, or classified or divided, you can say. It is divided or classified into two types or two parts here. What is that? The first one, we call it as a transaction database. The first one we call it as what? Transaction database. And the second one is called as warehouse database. Or warehouse database or data warehouse. Now guys, the warehouse database or the data warehouse is a place where summarized records are recorded. Where all summarized records are recorded. And what about the transaction database, guys? The transaction database is a place where all detailed transaction information is recorded. That's it. Okay. So guys, let's take an example of a book. Let's take an example of a book. A book. You can say a textbook. Okay, guys. The book which has some text. Now, when you talk about the book consisting of information. Am I right, everyone? Yes, guys. The book consisting of what? Information. Okay. The book consisting of what, guys? Information. The book consisting of what? Information, guys. The book consisting of information, where the data within a book is recorded or classified. The information in a book is recorded or classified into two categories here. What are the categories? Guys, if at all you have been to a shop to buy a book, okay, any subject book you want to buy it, are you going to read the whole book at the shop itself and decide whether to buy this book or not? Or is it possible to read the whole book at the shop itself? No, no. Yes, guys. So from the page one to the page end, that means wherever the book is ended here, page one to page end, in detail information is recorded from the page 1 to page end. Am I right? Page 1 to page end. Yes, guys. Wherein the other part of the book, you will have it. That is called as what, guys? Prefix page. Or we can say it as what? Index page. Or else we can say it as what? Summary page. So now tell me the difference between these two. What kind of information will be there from the page 1 to page end? And what kind of information will be there in the index paper, prefix paper, or index paper, guys? Or summary paper? Only the topic name. Okay. Suppose the topic number 1. Suppose let us say you have an English storybook is there. The story is written like this: The Little Engine. It will be given like page number 1 to page number 20. That means what? Here, guys, the Little Angel story is starting from the page number 1 to page number 20. But if at all you want, yes, guys, if at all you want, everyone, if at all you want to know, yes, if at all you want to know what is this page number 1 to 20 is there, what is the detail? That page number 1 to 20, the whole detailed information will be recorded like this. The whole details. Okay, that is nothing but Little Angel. The whole story will be recorded here. So now, to decide whether to buy the book or not, if you see the prefix page, you can decide it, whether to buy this book or not. Am I right? But if at all you wanted to know the whole stories in detail, then you have to read the, then you have to read what, guys? Then you have to read from the first page till the end page. Am I right? Whereas these records, we can say, guys, are used for what? These records which are there into the into the book from the paper 1 to paper 2 are called what? Detailed records. Detailed records. Am I right? Detailed records. These are detailed records. Am I right? These are used for what? Yes, guys. These are used for what? Verification. These are used for what, guys? Verifying whether the story is okay or not. But this is what for? This prefix page is for what? Decision making. Decision making. To whether to buy this book or not, you can take a decision by just checking the prefix paper. Am I right? So whereas this is the difference you have between the, guys, this is the difference you have between the book and the part of the book. Whereas as we have compared the book with the, yes, guys, as we have compared the book with the database, you can say, guys, here the detailed record information is nothing but, you can say it is a transaction database. And now the summary record information which you have, it is called as what? Data warehouse. This is called as what, guys? Data warehouse. Okay, this is called as what? Data warehouse. So here the only difference is that in a book the information is recorded in the text format, but in the database it is recorded in the form of a table. That is the collection of what, guys? Rows and columns. So hence, guys, these information, that is called as what? Decision making data, will be recorded here, guys. The decision making data will be recorded here. The decision making data will be recorded here into what is that, guys? Into the data warehouse. And here the data warehouse of Azure is what, guys? Synapse is the data warehouse. Okay, everyone. Synapse is the data warehouse. The next one, what is it? You have it, guys? The other services. The other services is what, guys? The other services is nothing but, you can say, guys, artificial intelligence. That is called as AI. Okay. Wherein AI is nothing but what, guys? Here, the AI provides you the, AI has two things. What is that? First one is the Azure AI. That means AI provided by the Azure. And next one, we also integrate the Open AI, which is from ChatGPT. We can use the ChatGPT Open AI into the Azure as well. Okay, we can use the ChatGPT into the Azure AI. So that is into the Azure. Whereas the Azure AI, guys, the Azure AI and the Open AI, these all are the parts of what, guys? Generative. Guys, this is called as what? Generative artificial intelligence. That means what? That means what? Guys, in your mobile phone, you have a Google Assistant is there. All of us must be using that feature, Google Assistance. Am I right? What that Google Assistance will do? If you do not, suppose if you're not educated enough to type some text, or if you don't want to waste your time behind typing the text, simply what we can do, guys, we can leave a voice note onto the Google Assistance. It will give you the whole assistance. Suppose you want to find out the route map. So route map for reaching that place. Simply you say the place name, it will give you the whole route map of this. So that means here, the same feature, the Azure AI or the Open AI will reduce the amount of writing the code using the ADB. So whatever the code we write it here, so need not write it using the PySpark code. The PySpark code, guys, the PySpark code is generated by the Azure AI feature, by using the Azure AI. So it will give you the sample of codes, many codes it will give you. Out of that code, which code you want, you can choose it. Okay. Or else if you want to automate it, just use the Azure AI. The whole process will be done within an ample of time. That is the reason why people are saying the whole process is being in the coming near future will be replaced with the AI model. That means here, suppose here one person is needed to handle ADF, one person is needed to handle the ADB, and one person is needed to handle the Synapse. All these jobs can be done by the one AI person. So one AI person can replace all their things. Okay. So that is the thing, you have it in the Azure AI, guys. And then the next one, that is nothing but the one of the service we have it called as what? Azure Fabric. So Fabric is an application, or we can say Fabric is one of the service in Azure which can execute or which can implement, that is ADF, Synapse, all these can be executed or implemented in the Fabric application itself. Okay. So these all are the services we have it into the, yes guys, into the Azure data engineering. So if we combine all of them, this whole process together is called as what? Azure data engineering. So Azure data engineering provides you the solution from end to another end. That is from the part of pulling the data, preparing the data, integrating the data, summarizing the data, till the part of visualization. This all process can be done here. Okay, by using the Azure data engineering as a service. Okay, so guys, now tell me. So as you know, Synapse is the data warehouse of Azure. What is the data warehouse of other thing you have it, guys? That is, what is the data warehouse of GCP, Google Cloud Platform? Azure is what? Azure is one of the cloud provider, guys. Azure is one of the cloud provider. Apart from this, what are the other things you have it? AWS is one of the Amazon Web Services. AWS stands for what? Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is the another one. And then you have the GCP, that is called as a Google Cloud Platform. So these are all the another cloud providers, or we can say the trending one or the market leaders right now we have it. Wherein, guys, wherein when it comes to the Amazon Web Services, the data warehouse of Amazon Web Services is Redshift. Redshift is the data warehouse of Amazon Web Services. And now, what is the data warehouse of GCP, guys? BigQuery. BigQuery. BigQuery is a data warehouse of Google Cloud Platform. And what's the data warehouse of Azure, guys? Synapse is the data warehouse of Azure. And what is a data warehouse? You know. What is it? Data warehouse is nothing but a place where summarized records are recorded. These are used for the decision-making purpose. That's it. Now, the whole process or the business, guys, basically is classified here based on the data, guys, based on the data only. When we talk about the data engineering, whether it is the Azure data engineering, or it can be the Amazon data engineering, or it can be the Google data engineering, guys, the whole process starts from the data only. That means data. So data means what? Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. And information, we receive it from where? From the source of information. Everyone, from the source of information, we receive the data. From the source of information, we receive the data, guys. And when we talk about the source of information, what are the various sources of receiving the information, guys? We can say the following sources. What is that, guys? We can say social networking sites, such as Facebook, Insta, X, that is Twitter. We formerly called it as a Twitter. Now it is X. Then we have what's it, guys? WhatsApp, WhatsApp. Then you have the Snapchat. Okay, etc. These are all the sources of information we receive it as a social networking sites. But now, apart from the social networking sites, what are the other sources from where we can expect the data, guys? Because this is not the only place where from where you can expect the data. You can get it from the banking applications which are used at the banking sector level, which are used at the banking sector level. Then, apart from this, what is the other source of information from where we get the data, guys? We can get the data from the live streaming process. Live streaming process means what, guys, everyone? Where the continuous, okay, process of receiving the data takes place. Such as you have the live cricket matches there. Live cricket matches there. Then you can say, guys, live cricket matches there. And then we can say, guys, live cricket match, stock market data, stock market, share market, all we call it, okay? Stock market, where the data keeps on radiating, keeps on changing. Every ample of second it changes, guys. Okay. Then apart from this, what is the next thing you have it, guys? So we can also get the data from the, guys, IoT sensors, such as what it does. What it does, IoT sensors, it measures the pressure, gas, speed. Okay. Okay, speed, etc. All these are the IoT sensors which generates the same. And apart from these, one more important one that is called as what, guys? Machine generated and human generated data. So what is machine generated and human generated data, guys? Machineries are nothing but, guys, you have a simple machine. I will tell you, guys, simple. I can say, guys, Xerox machine. Then you have a medical machines, that is the human related ECG machines. Then you have what's it, guys? Xerox machine, ECG machines. Okay. Then you have CT scan machines. All these are the thing. And human generated means what, guys? Everyone, the data which is generated by the human, that is you and me generate the data. That is in the form of what, guys? Excel files, CSV files. Okay. Then we can say, guys, Excel file, CSV file, text files. All this is nothing but human generated data. So, guys, this whole process depends upon the data. But whereas this data, whatever we get it, is called as what, guys? Big data. This is called as what? Big data, guys. Big data means what, guys? Big means what? Huge. Data means what? Information. So we can say huge information. We can say what, guys? Huge information. We can say it as what? Huge information. So we can say huge information. Huge information. Okay, we can say it as what? Huge information. So where this huge information is classified into three categories. What are those? Structured data. Second one is semi-structured data. Third one is unstructured data. These are the three varieties of data we have it. Okay, guys, structured, semi-structured, and the unstructured data. Structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. So, guys, the first data, what is structured data? So, guys, the structured data is very simple. Okay, very easy to understand the structured data. The structured data is nothing but, guys, the data which is already kept in a proper form and user understandable format, such as we can say, guys, the structured data is nothing but a tabular formatted data. That is, whenever you have the data in the form of a table, it is called as a structured data. And now, guys, a table is a collection of what, guys, everyone? A table is a collection of what? Rows and columns. Yes, guys, a table is a collection of what? Rows and columns, guys. Rows and columns. Okay. So here we can say structured data is nothing but it's a collection of rows and columns, such as, for example, suppose I'm using it here, employees. This is the table name, guys. And here I'm using it, name, ID, job, salary. So here you can say Alan is the name, where ID number is something like this. Job is, let's say, software engineer. Salary, let us say, 70,000. That's it. Then you have what's it, guys? Bobby. SSC, 80,000. Finish here. This is a proper structured data where the data is kept in the form of rows and columns. Where the data is kept in the form of rows and columns. Okay. Where the data is kept in the form of what? Rows and columns, guys. Rows and columns. Where the data is kept in the form of what? Rows and columns. Then next one, guys. What is that you have it? The structured data is completed. Okay. So here I can say semi-structured data. Semi-structured means what, guys? What is the semi-structured? The data which is not fully structured, but still the user can understand the data. Am I right? But still the user can understand the data. So such kind of a data is called as what, guys, everyone? Semi-structured data. So I can say, guys, semi-structured data is nothing but the data which is recorded. Yes, guys, the data which is recorded in the form of the following. What is that? in the form of, I can say guys, the file called JSON. JSON file. Okay, JSON file, XML, HTML, many more are there. So I can say JSON guys. So let's see the JSON. How does the JSON writes the data here? JSON stands for what guys? Everyone? Java script object notation file. JavaScript object notation file. What is it? JavaScript object notation file is nothing but JSON, wherein JavaScript object notation file. The data in the JSON file is recorded in the form of what guys? Curly braces, and in the form of what? Key value pair. What is a curly braces and what is a key value pair guys? What are the curly braces and what are the key value pair guys? Okay. What are the curly braces and what are the key value pair guys? Okay. So guys, key value pair. So we have what guys? Key value pair. So what is a key value pair? Let's try to see this guys. What's a key value pair? Let's try to see this. Keys are nothing but the column names. The same data I'll write it here. Okay. Keys are nothing but the column names are called as keys here. So now guys, first of all, I'll write it down here in the curly brace. Okay guys, in the curly brace. Okay, everyone. In the curly brace, you have a name, colon, followed by the value. What's the value you have it guys? Everyone. The value is ALN. Na? ALN is a numeric string data. It is a string data, that is character data. So here the data is recorded like this. ALN, comma. Then you have guys ID. ID is a key now. Key is placed under the quotes here. 332. Numeric data will not be placed under any quotes. Next one, job is there. Job is also the key. So here you have what's it guys, everyone? Job is what? Software engineer. And this is the character data or a string data. So hence it is placed under the quotes. Then you have the salary. Salary is 70,000. That's it guys. So this is how you can write it. This is the first row. Then the second row is written like this. There will be no further commas after the second row because you don't have further data. Here you can say guys, Bobby. ID number is 443. Job is senior software engineer. And salary is 80,000. This is called as what guys, everyone? This is called as what? The JSON data, where the data is recorded in the form of a key value pair guys. Where the data is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair guys. Where the data is recorded in the form of what? Key value pair. Okay, everyone. The next one guys. After this, the next one. What is it? You have it unstructured data. Means what guys? Unstructured data means what? The name it itself says guys, unstructured means what? There is no structure for the data. There is no structure for the data is called as what? Unstructured data. There is no structure for the data. Hence it is called as what? Unstructured data. So what is the unstructured data guys? The unstructured data is nothing but everyone. The unstructured data is nothing but everyone. The unstructured data is nothing but the photos in your mobile phone, the videos, the chat history. All this comes under what guys? Unstructured data here. Unstructured, no proper structure is there. So all this comes under the unstructured data. So these are the three type of data where we are going to deal as a data engineer. Okay, guys, we should have, okay, we should be able to, guys, we should be able to handle all this kind of data. What's that? Unstructured, then you have the semi-structured, unstructured, semi-structured, and then you have what it is, structured. These are the three type of data you have it, guys. Okay. So as a data engineer, we are going to deal with all these. What is it? Structured, semi-structured, and as well as the unstructured data. That's it. Okay. So guys, further, how the data is used, where the data is stored, how the data is stored here. Okay, everything that we will start it from tomorrow, and even the practicals we begin it from tomorrow, guys. Okay, that's it, guys, for the data. And if you have any questions, you can please ask me now. And the session standard timings would be 8 o'clock, guys. Every day, 8 o'clock will be the standard timings. Okay. So this week we will have it at 8:30 only. But from the next coming week, it will be 8 o'clock, guys. 8 to 9 will be your standard timings for the class session. That's it. So any questions, you can ask me now, please. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Please tell me.
We will be getting the recordings for the session.
Uh,
We will be getting recordings also with the live.
I'm not able to understand it.
So, are we like we get like recordings for the classes as well, right?
Yeah. Recorded sessions will be there every day. You will get the recorded sessions. Okay. You can attend the live classes, and recorded sessions for the same will be provided to you with a validity of 1 year.
Yeah. Okay. And sir, can you comment on the like for me, like I work in a testing background, but I want to like I want to like join this data field. So can you comment on like how will be the career path and all?
Basically, is testing the manual testing or tool-wise testing?
Actually, so I work in the automotive sector. So there I do like both manual plus automation.
It's a kind of embedded system you use it.
Yeah, yeah, embedded system.
Okay. So basically, see, that is a different industry where you're working right now. And when it comes to this one, this is a purely a technical form of, the data where we handle it, we make the changes, everything on this. Okay. So as even in your, this testing, you will write the code. Am I right? Before testing, the code will be written. I think you will be testing the code only. Am I right?
Yeah.
You'll be testing the code. So the code has to be written. So here, writing the code, how to get the data for writing the code, all this process we are going to see it here. In addition to the testing. Testing is one of the part of the things what you're doing it right now here. See, any project it may be. Generally, it will be testing project, or it can be the development project or the production project. These are three categories of projects you will have it, basically. So based on this, you can definitely go ahead on this. Okay. So the main focus, what you have to do right now is on the development part. Because already testing, you know how to do the testing and all. Okay. Only thing is that the field may change, or the vertical may change. You're working on this automotives right now, maybe. So the same thing you can upgrade it to some other things you have it right now. Okay. Any other questions apart from this?
Hi, sir, Ms. Sandeep here.
Yeah, please.
So, how are the practical sessions planned? Like, we'll get a theoretical and then practical, or how it will be like? First, we'll go with
Practical,
untied.
yeah. Every day, first of all, I'll explain you the scenario.
Hmm.
Then afterwards, we'll see the practicals on this. Day
So
one case study we'll see.
whatever the theory was covered, and we do the practical on the same.
Yes.
Okay, so it is informative, right? So we will be doing up on the other side, or
Yes.
it's just like, you mean like
See,
we'll be
basically,
creating.
you can, if you want, you can practice parallel. That's not a problem.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. So it's just a video, like, so we need to get the video and we can practice by our own,
Yeah.
but not in backup.
It
Okay.
depends upon you. If you at all you think you can do it parallelly, you can you can also do that. But first of all, understand the concept.
Got it,
Sorry,
got it. So it's from Monday to Friday, or it's on weekends too?
Monday to Friday only.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Samir. I got that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We'll be tomorrow at 8:30 same time. Bye bye.